We are back with the Screen Team, and I've got Sean here joining us for this review of the movie of The Edge of 17. It's a coming-of-age film that stars Haley Steinfeld, Woody Harrelson, and
Kira Sedgwick, I believe.
You're right. Kira Sedgwick is in this film as well. This is a coming-of-age story of a young lady who just turned 17. She's like a lot of teenagers. She's got the typical problems. She's having a hard time fitting in at school, having a hard time with friends, with bullies, with boys, with her parents.
So we're the two best people to be reviewing this movie.
A bunch of 35-year-olds. You're right, man. But
hey. One 35-year-old.
Actually, I'm not even 35. I'm 37. So I don't know what I thought we could like meet in the middle someplace. So
well, then 34. Yeah.
Whatever.
Every little bit of credit counts, man.
Oh, yeah. All right. Whatever. Anyway, Sean, this was a film I heard a lot about. I heard a lot of good reviews about, and I watched it, and I absolutely fell in love with this film.
Did you?
I loved this film. Loved it a lot, man. The comedy is very, very good. I didn't think Haley Steinfeld could be that funny, but she was hilarious. Woody Harrelson had me cracking up. He played kind of like a mentor teacher to Haley's character, and a lot of even though it's a comedy, but there's a lot of dramatic effects in this film as well. So, Sean, I'm a huge fan of it. What about you?
I did not like this movie.
How could you not like this movie, Sean?
Okay, this movie revolves entirely around your opinion of the main character, and I hated Haley Steinfeld's character.
Why did you hate her? She was so funny, dude.
The humor didn't land with me. I don't know. Humor's a weird thing. The humor just did not land with me, and if the humor is not landing with a character like this, it makes her insufferable. Because she's walking that fine kind of Daria Juno line, where she's the sarcastic, smarter, thinks she's smarter than everyone else teenager. Right. And I think that can work if she's filled with over-the-top personalities around her, where you can kind of understand why, what would cause someone to be kind of sarcastic. But it just seems like everyone around her is just like somewhat of a real nice person, with a few exceptions. But I mean, everyone has their problems, but they seem grounded for the most part, outside of her mom, which is kind of a subplot in the movie.
But that's a big big thing there.
I agree, that's a big thing. But like, just she comes across as so unlikable to me, and that kind of really makes me not like the movie because but you can understand though if the humor's not hitting that character. But the humor
was hitting in this film. I laughed.
I mean, I chuckled at a few parts. I did laugh, but I mean, I didn't. It didn't hit with me like apparently it hit with you.
Okay, this movie is rated R.
Yes.
The comedy
very well deserved.
Because the comedy, as Sean is getting ready to say, the comedy in this film is very inappropriate.
Vulgar, some would say.
Vulgar is another terminology that can be used for this film. I kind of saw it as a super bad type of film. You're going in. It's not all the way raunchy, but there are raunchy parts to this movie. But it's more female centric. So I like those super bad type movies. So coming into this, it was cool. It was different. It was a female led movie. And I thought the comedy was on point. I thought Haley did a great job. I thought she was.
I thought the movie was well acted all around. I did. I thought they did good performances. The writing wasn't hitting with me. Yeah, I know. I can't. I don't understand. First of all, movie casting aside.
Okay.
But if you're going to tell me that a rich kid with a six-pack abs has trouble connecting with girls in high school, because
which one? Her brother?
No, her boyfriend.
Oh, okay. But he was a nerd, though. He was a nerd,
Come on,
man.
Chris.
He was a nerd.
Come on, you're stretching my credibility here a little. The credibility here a little bit with the movie stretching it. When you're going to tell me attractive kid, six-pack abs, rich, incredibly rich, is going to have.
What if he's shy around the ladies, which this kid was? He was shy.
A little shy.
You know what? This might surprise you, but I was a little shy around the ladies as well. I had somewhat of a six-pack of abs. I didn't have a lot of money. I'm okay looking, I guess. But my point is,
you look fine.
My point is, he was a shy guy, man. Really, that was the sticking point of this movie.
It stretched the credibility with me a little bit. It did.
Because this guy wasn't getting any action?
Well, they're trying to frame it as some mega loser, and then, but all of a sudden, but then they get him behind closed doors.
Hold on a second. He wasn't a major loser.
Well, that's how the movie framed him.
He had friends, remember? Because she was, let's put it this way. He was more sociable than Haley Steinfeld's character was.
Yeah, and also I thought Haley Steinfeld's character was kind of awful. So,
oh, Sean, man, this is like this generation's 16 Candles.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. It's that good. I'm not saying it's going to be a classic, but it's good, man.
I mean, I don't think 16 Candles is that good of a movie. So, okay, sure. We'll go. It's that good. 16 Candles? Good soundtrack.
This one, I don't remember the soundtrack.
Yeah, I don't remember the soundtrack of this at all.
So, yeah, I can't argue that point on the soundtrack. But honestly, okay, before we go, Woody Harrelson, what'd you think about his character?
I mean...
You're killing me, Smalls.
He's all right, but I get the entire movie was kind of drawn down by the main character, which kind of colored my impression of the rest.
You didn't like the chemistry between Haley and Woody Harrelson?
Not particularly, no.
She'd come in, she'd be like, "Oh, the world's terrible, blah blah blah," and he's like, "So?"
Yeah, he's clearly like, "Hey, leave me alone." But she's all, "No, I'm going to keep here." Like her character is awful.
Comedy. That's the comedy, awful. Man. That's where the comedy hits. You know what? I think you're done for right now.
Fine then.
You know what?
You can't accept right opinions.
The movie's called The Edge of 17. It is rated R. It's a coming of age film, so it's got language. It's got some sexual scenes in it, so keep that in mind. Definitely not one for little kids out there. So it's definitely a keeper for sure. All right. Sean, you're done. Coming up after the break, we're going to review the Schwarzenegger film True Lies. It's next on KWOC.